Okay, so let's look up how many people will be tuning in. Today, we want to help. We want to help one another. We want to have a discussion on relevance. Somebody once told me that we will not be relevant all the time. And do you believe that? If we will not be relevant all the time, yeah. Let's see how many people can I have at this time to join, so that we can have a discussion. Who would like to join later? Well, that is also not a bad idea. So, what we want to talk about. So, um, I have seen that I have come to the realization that there are a lot of us who are not living to the best of our ability because we have not even woke up from the shock of life. Hence the healing souls. So people are not living to the best of themselves because of happenings that they were unable to shake themselves up. But today we want to talk about relevance. So they ask, what are you bringing to the table? Every quest that we are about to embark on, we are asking you, what are you bringing to the table? What role are you playing in this? Why should we invest in you? Why should we invest time? Why should we invest resources? Why should we invest any other thing into you or on you? And the question is, what are you actually bringing on the table? Is it just your very self? Is it something you have that will serve our purpose, will aid in us achieving whatever we want to achieve successfully? Or you just want to tag along? And so we should, for the fact that people, you find yourself around, we should just tag you along. Well, let me tell you let me start by saying that we are in an era where relationship really doesn't matter to a lot of people. People will just sacrifice you for whatever they want to achieve in life. Relationship doesn't. Relationship is just being dwindled down because we live in a fast world. We live in, hi, hello, how you doing? Long time. Okay, I'll catch you. I have a meeting with my board. I have a meeting with blah blah blah. So we will catch later. Charlie, it's been a long while. Let's catch up. Oh, all right. So what happened? The only time the person finds you interesting, or the only time the person finds you accommodating is when, or when the person wants to accommodate you is when you have something they want, or you're actually in line with what they also want to achieve. So then let's just sit down, discuss, and then see how best we can be mutually beneficial to ourselves. So the word again is relevance. What are you bringing on board? So, like I said before we started, somebody once told me we may not be relevant at every time. I didn't believe it until yeah, the reality set in. The truth is that sometimes where you find yourself may not see the good in you. Relevance is seen where you find yourself, where you need it, where your good is needed. Where you find yourself where your good is just tolerated, it's only a matter of time they start frustrating you, and you will not see yourself useful in that environment. Sad, and no, it's not sad. It's not sad. We are not here to pity ourselves. We are here to help each other grow out of what human beings or what life has subjected us to. I believe strongly that you are meant for more. You and I, we are all meant for more. But when care is not taken, you find yourself in a particular place where very less is taken from you or demanded from you, because that's all they see you for. Meanwhile, there are lots from you that where you find yourself do not need. So if you find yourself in a place where what you have is not needed, let's begin to now reroute ourselves and reposition ourselves to where we are needed. Because relevance also leads to celebration, because where you find yourself and you are relevant, there is where you are celebrated. And when you are celebrated means that your mental health or your state of being is also being worked on, and it helps you to become the best of yourself or give the best of yourself. You may not be seen relevant no matter how good you are, because you find yourself in the wrong place. And sometimes it may not always also be the wrong place, but because somebody somewhere is playing political with your life. Somebody feels that, let me put it this way. So there are some people who see the good. They see that you are good at this, but they simply feel that now they don't like you. And just because for the fact that they don't like you, they 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 tend to look down or find fault. Let me use the word. Yeah, they find fault in everything that you do. Now, when that happens, it could be a training ground for you to um, work with different characters, and of course, sometimes when it so happen, if it doesn't demoralize you or kill your spirit, then you should find the strength of asking them what exactly they were looking out for that was not provided by you. This becomes a learning ground for you to improve yourself. But if people reject you for no reason, and people reject you for, or they talk about your irrelevance for no reason, then you better reposition yourself. It's as simple as that. You better reposition yourself. You have to reposition yourself, because you are relevant. We are all born for a purpose. We are all born for an assignment. We are all born for something. And sometimes the environment we find ourselves in, life is like a competition to some people, to a lot of people. And in our part of the world where everybody is supposed to complement each other, unfortunately, we live in a part of the world where you see people um trying to be what you are or what you're meant to be. You find people taking from you what belongs to you. You find people competing with you needlessly. But believe you me, there is enough space for all of us in this life. There is enough space for where you find yourself. There's enough market for where but somebody wants to share in your market. Somebody wants to take what you have. Somebody wants to do the things that you do. And because of that, it renders you irrelevant. Just reposition yourself. Reposition don't feel pity for yourself. You're killing yourself. You are here to be healed. You're killing yourself. You're good. You are good. You just haven't found the place where your good is relevant. Your good is needed. Your good will be a blessing. Your good will be used to do other good. So whilst you have been rejected somewhere, bounce back, take time. The best part of your time, you should look out for where when you plant yourself, your good will be relevant, and make sure that once you find that, don't look back. Go to where you plant yourself for your relevance to be seen. Go there and be relevant. Go there and be useful. Go there and make your good work, because we only have a limited time to live in this life. You are not who you were yesterday, and you will not be who you are tomorrow. The strength you have today, you don't know what the future holds. So therefore, do today what you can do tomorrow. Make sure you're relevant, and trust in me, the more you appropriate your good, the more you will seem relevant, opens other doors for you into the future. Many people have failed because they do not have a track record or trail of what they have done in their past. Their relevance is not seen. They can tell you what they can do, but they have never done any good for them to be promoted to the next level of their life. Somebody has to recommend you. Somebody has to see your CV. Your CV has to speak on your behalf. Your words have to speak on your behalf. Sometimes you don't have to. The best way to speak on what the things you can do on your relevance is just to present your work. So be good at what you're doing, work at it, find where it will be useful, find where you will be relevant. And when you go to a place that does not find you relevant, some people, some places, let me add this before I end, some places are also seasonal. You may be relevant in a season, and after that season you will need to rework yourself to be relevant again. Being relevant yesterday does not necessarily mean that you'll be relevant tomorrow, because people are coming out. Competition gets keener, tighter every day. So you need to work at it to bounce back so that you can be relevant to yourself. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you really enjoyed this, make sure to click on the like and subscribe button. Share to be a blessing to someone too. My name is Michael Amponsah, and this is live from the Healing Souls. We are here to connect with each other, to be a blessing, primarily to help every soul that is being disconnected, every soul that is being trampled on, to bounce back, to become the best that you can be, because that is what God expects you to be, and that's what the world expects you to be. You have a purpose, you have an assignment here on earth, and you have to do it. You don't have to go to your grave with everything that you came on earth for. Time is no longer on our side. Look at my beard, I'm growing all gray. But hey, let's work this out, and you and I can work it out to be a blessing to all of us. Shalom, peace, and we will catch up some other time again. God bless you. Have a great time. Don't forget to hit on the like button. Don't forget to hit on the share button. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to also drop a comment. Whatever you think you saw differently and you think it needs to be worked on, you can just put that message there and I will hit back. Bye for now.